Myles Photography, our YouTube channel. I know last year, the year before that, I was gonna start it, but the Lord's been really whooping my behind about starting this YouTube channel. And here you go. I have recorded this in the summertime, and I still got the videos, just never to edit them, and it's a whole thing, right? Because, you know, I try not to let the aesthetics of filming get to me, and I did. And I did. So, hi. Okay, cool. So today we are going to learn, mind you, if I start speaking too fast, my bad. I'm from Chicago, and we talk real fast to get to the point. Because we be like, we ain't got time for that. But we do. All right, bet. Breionna, what type of gear do you use? And what type of gear do I need to be a church photographer? We gonna answer it. We gonna answer it finally, because the saints gonna keep coming and asking, and my objective and perspective on that is, baby, you should be able to pick up any camera and see how the Holy Spirit wants you to see, and scribe what you see in that moment, and give it all to the glory and document that for history. But those that really need the brand, here we go. So if anyone knows, I am a Sony user. Shout out to Sony. Wink, wink. You know what I mean? No? Okay. I'm a Sony user, and actually I started off with Canon, and then Nikon, then Sony. But we on Sony. Sony, okay? And I have the Sony A7RIV, and I have two lenses, depends on the Holy Spirit, the mood, and shot list of the A7RIV. I said that already. Cut that. What's the big lens I got, y'all? The 200 lens G Master. I have that one, and then I have a nifty 50 prime lens on that. I do have a 16-24 lens G Master. It just needs to get fixed, and I told myself I'm going to finally ship it in, call my insurance, get it fixed, because the church house that I serve, hey, Kingdom Culture, we like our wide shots, right? And I know my pastor be like, Bree, can you get a wide shot? And I be looking at him like, I'm trying my best, Pastor. I'm gonna try my best. But that's the gear that I use. Why? Because I also use this in professionally outside of church too as well. I do use this gear set up for my wedding photographies. I use my 7200. Oh my God. Wait. Let's give the 7200. It's time to shine. Okay. Do I have it? Do we need to come out and play? Do we need to come out and play? Hold on. Just give me 1 second. I have my bag around here somewhere, but my kids like to touch my stuff. Hold on. Wait a minute. Be right back. Who loves an impromptu YouTube channel video? All right, this is my bag. This is also my camera bag I done had for about, it's been that long. I done had this bag since 2016. This bag has been with me. Whoo, Jesus, you bet. Wait a minute, Breionna. This bag has seen everything. We're gonna get to the Sony. And it's just, wow. This bag has been through everything with me. Everything. And it's still sturdy. There's like, the only phrase that you got, like you might see, is this, wear and tear, band rings and stuff, girly. Like, oh, I'm gonna cry when I depart with this bag. I'm gonna cry. Like, after graduation from getting my bachelor's degree, homelessness, first time in Chicago, dealing with my ex of domestic violence, I would put all of my gear in here, and I would sleep on buses and trains and stuff like that with this bag, because I could not let this gear out of my sight. This bag has seen my Canons, this has seen my Sonys, this has seen every piece of gear that I have in here. But anyway, whew, that was my God on today. All right. So we was talking about the 7200, right? For church photography, event photography, portrait photography, all of it, right? That's just what that is. Okay? So leave that back, I'm gonna go back. So this is the Sony. I have the 1 version, I don't have the 2 version. But this is the big baby. I call this my big baby. The Sony A7RIV, right? Oh, it's heavy. It's glass. Now there are some lenses that have this is hard plastic, but like a least expensive feel to it, if I could say that politically correct. But this is glass. One thing about photography, when it comes to your investment, a lot of people ask like, oh, I want to get the lens that you got $10,000. Whoa, wait. Before you get here, do you know the ISO triangle? Do you know that? Do you understand that? Because, yeah, we could jump up to this all day long. And yes, it's fast and it does help me capture the moments and the shots really quicker and stuff. But you don't want to get this and you still don't know how to operate your camera. Okay? But that's another story for another day. But this is what I use for my church photography. Now I don't use my hood while I'm indoors, and the camera that I have, the A7R4, is a low lighting camera. I don't use my hood because it's blocking out light, and then when I'm shooting at low light, I need all the light available to get it. Also, I do recommend a long lens, zoom lens for church photographers, because when you are walking in that moment in the sanctuary, it's like you have to be a lion on the prowl. The Lion of Judah. How about? Hey! A lion on the prowl, right? And you don't want to be so close they can feel you, but this baby right here allows me to be across the room. I can still get that shot of somebody digging in their nose in church. Or somebody that have never submitted to the atmosphere of worship before finally drops their head. And I got you. And you don't even know I got it, because this thing is so zoom and it's so fast with low lighting and stuff. It's amazing. So this is my current setup. The camera that we are filming on now, the lens that we are filming on now, and this. So I also use this for my portraits, my product shots, my event photography, all of it. I use this, right? So now the hood, just, make sure it's like no extra lighting gets into it to make sure you got the shot. But I'm like, I need all that light to my sensor, please. Cool. But one day I'll be able to upgrade all of my gear that I currently have without a shadow of a doubt, okay? Nice. That's question number 1 for today. What is my current camera setup and why? Oh, and why? So I guess we can go into that part 2. So we already discussed the 7200 whys. Also, as a wedding photographer, there are some pastors, some priests have told me, you can't be nowhere near the altar. Huh? You can't be nowhere near the altar. So that 7200 was, I could zoom in, move around a little bit, to get that shot, that close detailed shot, without disrupting the priest or the pastor have told me I can't come up there. And also, being a prophetic scribe myself, I have no choice but to respect that. You gave me an order, and as a scribe myself, I have to get in alignment and submit to that. I understand they paid a lot of money for that, but I listen. I gotta report back to God at the end of the day. Listen. Okay. We also talked about why the 7200 is good for church photography, the low light and the crispness of it all. Cool. Now, the 50, the nifty 50 that we are on, what I like about it is, if I don't feel like working about zooming and stuff, it makes me want to move. It has the portrait type style, and the way, then also sometimes it's good on my wrist. It's good on my wrist. In a way, I got this from like $150 at Best Buy all day long. They do have a glass version of it, a G Master version of it. Oh my God, and that baby is so pedophile. So that's just what that is. Okay. Cool. All right. That is that.